You're doing everything right. You meditate, journal, align your crystals, track the moon, light the candles, clear your energy, say your affirmations, and somehow you still feel off, disconnected, like you're showing up for a life that isn't landing inside your body. I didn't realize I was spiritually burned out until I stopped feeling anything at all. I thought I was just tired or stuck, but what I was gone. Spiritual burnout is not the same as regular burnout. It's not mental fatigue or being overworked. It's not depression, though it can sit close to it. In my understanding, depression says nothing matters, and spiritual burnout whispers, I don't matter unless I'm healing, evolving, fixing, growing. And as usual, I am not a mental health professional. If you struggle with mental health issues, please go and seek help. But the spiritual burnout happens when your identity as the one who's doing the work becomes a trap. When the things that once felt like connection, meditation, rituals, stillness, journaling, even tarot readings, start to feel like obligations. Empty gestures performed for self you can't find anymore. I started to feel like a ghost in my own practice. I would light a candle and feel nothing. I would journal not to feel, but to prove myself that I was still doing the work, that I was still spiritual, still worthy. And healing had turned into a performance. My rituals felt like tasks. I kept checking in with myself, but no one was home. If any of this sounds familiar, this video might be for you, because burnout isn't about doing too much. It's about carrying too much of what isn't even yours while abandoning what is. I have come up with 5 signs you might be spiritual burnt out, and how to begin the quiet, unpolished return to the self you forgot wasn't a project. Because I just went through those stages. Sign 1 is emotional numbness. There was a time when you felt everything. You cried during meditation. You felt the universe humming in the trees. You could break just from beauty. And now you go through the motions, you say the mantras, but the emotions never come. Burnout can disguise itself as apathy, but underneath there's grief. Grief for the version of you that thought they had to always be healing. Here's where you stop chasing peak emotional experiences like proof. Presence itself is the practice. If stillness is all you have, let it be enough. If tears come, let them. If they don't, that is still real. Sign 2 is the spiritual autopilot. Your morning routine is a checklist. Light the candle, pull the card, journal, post a quote. You light the candle, you sit on the floor, you open your journal and write the same sentence 5 times. Don't know what I'm doing. Don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. It used to feel like connection, like something intimate and alive. Now it feels more like content creation for an invisible audience. Like you're managing a spiritual persona instead of actually tending to yourself. When you're spiritually burned out, your practices become performative. Not for others, for yourself. You convince yourself that you're fine if you're doing the work. But sometimes the real work is not doing it. Give yourself permission to stop. Not in rebellion, but in reverence. Maybe that means skipping a full moon ritual. Maybe it means not making moon water, not lighting the candle, not pulling a single card, not touching the decks, and letting that be okay. Special shout out to my fellow content creator friends that are watching this. This goes especially for you. Sign 3 is energy overload. You're overstimulated, raw. You take on everyone else's pain and call it empathy. You think holding space means disappearing yourself. You're not holding space, you're absorbing it. And your body is trying to tell you it can't anymore. This isn't spiritual maturity, it's spiritual self-abandonment. Start saying no like it's a prayer. Let yourself be unavailable. Let messages go unanswered. Let your nervous system believe it's allowed to exist without being everyone's emotional sanctuary. Boundaries are not cruelty. They are clarity. Sign 4 is disenchantment. You used to believe in magic and synchronicity, the aliveness of everything, and now you feel disconnected, numb, cynical, or worse, guilty for feeling this way. You sit under the same moon you used to do rituals, and all you feel is bone tired. Then the shame arrives. If you were truly spiritual, I would be moved by this, and that's a lie. The burnout tells you the problem is you. It isn't. It's the system you build around needing to be on all of the time. Start by noticing something small and true. A breeze, a shadow, a flicker of awe that you don't post about. Go back to what made you feel alive, not what made you look evolve. Sign 5 is disconnection from self. You're hyper-aware, but also detached. You're constantly checking in, reflecting, evaluating, but not really feeling any of it. You used to know what joy felt like, but you just know that you're supposed to feel. Burnout erases your intuition. It replaces it with overthinking, doubt, and fear dressed up in spiritual language. Sit with yourself, not to fix anything, but to remember. Write like you're speaking to a best friend you forgot was you. Let it be strange, let it be soft, let it not make sense. Here I'm giving a throwback to my video about different kinds of journaling when traditional journaling doesn't work for you. The part no one really teaches you is how to come back when your soul has gone quiet. Not how to be radiant, not how to be magnetic, just how to be real again. This is the way I did it. Start by resting. Even when your brain tries to guilt you out of it. Rest because you're worthy, not because you earned it. Eat with love, not discipline. Feed your body like it's someone you want to keep alive, not someone you're punishing. Make something pointless. Let yourself laugh during the wrong part of the movie. Let the silence be enough. Joy doesn't need the plot, and healing doesn't need to be beautiful. You don't need a newer, better version of yourself. You need a softer relationship with the one who's already here. You are not broken. You are overdue for gentleness. Burnout isn't a detour, it's a message, one your body, your spirit, and your silence have all been trying to send. You don't need to fix yourself, you need to be with yourself. And if any of this feels like your story, sit with it, save it, come back to it the next time you feel like you've disappeared, or send this video to someone who's been holding it together for too long. The ones who never say they are tired until they break. And if you want more unfiltered, uncomfortable, but healing conversations like this, subscribe. I don't promise clarity. I do promise honesty.